Wildlife officers are doing all they can to keep you safe on the water this summer, and that means trying to make it easier, make some things easier for boaters. Officers now have a way to test to see if you're drunk on a boat without you standing up or leaving the vessel. At 5, we told you about the seated battery test. WNCT's Zora Stevenson has more on why you may have to take that test somewhere else.
Seated sobriety is a test officers use on the water, and it's so effective, law enforcement officers on land are using the same process.
It's another tool they can have in their toolbox.
Sergeant William Kane is talking about seated battery, a way for wildlife officers to see if you're impaired without you standing up or leaving your boat. Maritime law enforcement officers adopted the process in 2010. Now it's catching on with officers on land.
There's just times and places where you cannot do the walk and turn in one leg stand, so that's the reason they're coming to us for additional training.
We see normal standing sobriety tests all the time. Officers have you get out of your car and perform a series of movements. For both officers on the water and back at the shore, normal standing tests can be a hassle.
We have to place you on our boat, we have to carry you to shore, find a suitable location to perform the standing battery. And then, we made the decision whether to place you under arrest or not.
Being outside the car, sometimes there's officer safety concerns.
Trooper Doug Coley says it's not ideal to have people leave their vehicles. He says having more than one way to do things is always a plus.
You may be able to keep your eyes on the violator vehicle as well as the person that you're doing the testing on.
If officers suspect you're driving or boating while impaired and they want to use seated battery, they'll ask you to perform 4 tests, including horizontal gaze, finger to nose, and palm and hand coordination. Sergeant Kane says if something's not safe to do in a car, it's probably not safe to do on a boat. On the water in Washington, Zora Stevenson, 9 on your side.
Nearly 1,000 troopers and police officers in the East have seated battery training.